Where's the blades? Why are there no blades in here? There's no fucking blades. The blades are missing. You gotta be kidding me. They did not send me a turbine without blades. They did. Oh, I was about to say. What the heck? We got blades. Well, it's exactly like the picture. It's got the right amount of blades, 5 blades. And the controller. Oh, serious hubbage and bolt. And bolt, some seriousness. Allen key. Special tool, that's good. What do we got here? Well, so far, not too bad, but I still am not convinced that this is 3,000 watts. We can make use of the growth effect on hills. A good place to set up. Should avoid the cliff, the turbulent region. A point, B point, speed, small, speed, large, friction. A little bit of instructions. Let's check out this generator. It is super light. Extremely light. I mean, maybe 5 pounds. I feel like there's not even a generator in there. I don't even think there is. There's no way there is. There's no way that there's a generator in there. It's like the generator's missing. That's what it feels like. Like that's just a shaft and a bearing. If there's a generator in there, I'll be shocked. Well, there's wires coming out. Oh. Do they come with a small Allen key? What's this guy? There's our blade hub. Blades feel like PVC, maybe plastic, and paint job's not the greatest, but I like that it's blue. Rough on this side, smooth on that side. No, it's not supposed to be rough. Oh, they don't want you taking the dang generator apart, do they? They don't give you that tool. It doesn't come with these little Allen keys to get this open. But this thing's so light, I've got to know what's in there. And it doesn't appear that there's a slip ring. The wires just twist up inside there. Unless there's a slip ring right there. Maybe there is. I don't know. Let's see what's inside there. We'll hook some power to it too. 3,000 watts. Not heavy enough. No way. Allen keys. You can run, but you can't hide, Allen keys. This is the generator. This is the damn generator. This is what a generator looks like. Weight, copper, heavy. This has no weight. Super light. Supposed to be some patented design. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. It's coming down outside. I feel magnets. Oh, am I gonna break it? Jesus. Well, the magnets are strong as hell. They're neos. I might have just broke my blades. We have neodymiums. That's very interesting. Very cool. And look at the little itty bitty stator. Got some big wires on there. That is very good looking. I like that a lot. Didn't break my blades. Guys, will that put out 3,000 watts? I mean, will that put out 3,000 watts? And guess what else we have? We have a slip ring. That is a slip ring, ladies and gentlemen. Very well done. Slip ring. Well, I'd say well done. It's not bad. I guess those are 3 brushes in there or something along those lines. But I'm pleased. I'm gonna have to say I'm pleased. This ain't 3,000 watts though, but I paid $300 for this, guys. Or no, $234 and like $10 for shipping. Took me a month to get it. I still don't really know what to think. But this will make a badass little motor. For sure. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 magnets. 12 magnets. Looks like a cool little rotor. Very low resistance on this, I will add. Very low resistance on the shaft. What we got going on there? Smells funny. Yep, very low resistance. Thick copper windings. And they really laid them in there. Yeah. There's 3. Each phase goes completely round. So there's 3 sets of coils, so it's a 3-phase, of course. And each set goes all the way around. There's no spaces. There's no spaces on the coils. So there's literally a jolt going to every phase all the time. I mean, they're just barely, I mean, yeah, that's wound very different. Probably not different, probably how most brushless motors are that are really strong, but I like it. Completely different than the way this motor is set up. See how the coils in here are each individual coil. 1, 2, 3, all the way around like that. So you're literally getting power to one phase. Well, I mean, you're getting power to all of them at the same time, but they're not laid on top of each other like this is. I mean, they're literally stacked. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's done really well. All right, let's see what this thing will put out. Now that we can put this back together. Ooh, strong little magnets. Let's see if there was a certain way this thing had to go. Oh, shite. Seal came off. I'm gonna need that. Strong little magnets. Okay. Let's see how you're gonna be. Get in there. Oop. Just a minute too soon. Watch me cut this. Get in there. There we go. Nice and in there. All the way around. Wow. Look how easy that turns. Can y'all see that? Super easy. Nice, thick copper wires. Really nice. Thick copper too. I mean, they're stout. Yeah. Very nice. Just for testing purposes. And this is the controller that came with it. I've got to go get my drill and my multimeter so we can see what we got going on here. But supposed to be 12 volt, 124 volt automatic. So why don't we try doing this. This will run this. I'll be pretty shocked. This motor will run that. Just by turning it like this, it'll run that. This one will not. And this is rated. I'm probably gonna end up putting one of these on it. I don't know. We'll see. Well, how does it spin without that load on there? And just a controller. Whoa. There we go. Can y'all see that? It's going straight to dump because there's no battery hooked up on this. Goes here. Load my pole on there. And down the pole the wire goes. Cool. We'll see if this thing's 3,000 watts or not, because we happen to have a storm coming through with 16-mile-an-hour winds projected for tomorrow. So we will see. Super easy blades. Super easy blades. They're that simple, huh? Okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute. So far, that's where we're at. Give me a minute to get it all. I'll put it on time lapse while I build it, but I gotta get my stuff out of the truck so we can put a drill on this thing and see what kind of output we get. And what kind of amps? What kind of amps and what the actual wattage is of this thing. But so far, I'm not convinced it's 3,000 watts, but I'm not gonna say I'm not happy with it for the price point of 200 bucks. I'm not going to. I could probably make that for less, but for the easiness and, you know, it comes in a box ready to go, $240 to my door. So far, I'm not complaining. But I want to see what the output really is of this thing, because I'm not convinced it's 3,000 watts. But we'll see. Well, let me get my stuff. All right, we're ready to go put this puppy on the roof and see how she turns. And we'll wire it up here in a little bit, but let's go out here and see what we got. I built a very quick little stand to go on the roof. Don't judge me, it was completely thrown together. So we're gonna just stick it up there and see how it looks. Let's go up on the roof. I'm going to leave the prop down here for safety reasons for the moment. Alright, let's go to, oh, I need my bolts. If I can get in the house and get the bolts. Haven't came out this door yet today. Bolts. Here we go, bolts. Man, it's windy today. Super windy today. Perfect day. Let's try it out. Alright, so we got our bolts. We got our turbine. Let's go up on the roof. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying not to die here. Very steep roof. Quick thrown together stand. Literally just built it in about 10 minutes. Literally just for testing. I might perfect it later and use it, but as of right now, we're just gonna get this guy up here and spin it. See what we like, and then we'll get some outputs on. Nice windy day. This thing is pretty balanced. It literally sits up there without the prop on it. It just sits up there. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Here, you guys, give me a minute. Let me put these bolts in. Alright, here we are. We got her up, finally. And when I first put it up, it really was bad. It sucked. It wouldn't start. No matter how fast the wind was blowing, that thing would not start for nothing. So I took the blades back off and I took a heat gun, and it looked like they were warped like the wrong way. So man, look at the wobble on that joker. It's spinning like hell. But I took a heat gun to it and I bent it the way it looked like it was supposed to go, because it was wrong. Like, I don't care what they sent me, it wasn't right. So when I reshaped the blades, I put it back on, and this thing starts right up and it is getting it. I mean, it's working great. Look at it go. I don't know if you can see how fast that thing's going, but it is moving. And silent too. You can barely hear it. Alright, let's see what kind of wattage we're getting out of this thing. I'm on my roof, if you can't tell. My little makeshift pole I made. I got it wired in. And PVC pipe running down there to the charge controller and a battery. So the charge controller is already powered up, so it should be charging. And since I put the prop on after I reshaped the blades, it virtually hasn't stopped. It's just going. Made a dramatic difference. The props right out the box were garbage. I mean, they were all warped. They all looked the same, but they were just, you could tell they were working against themselves. They were curved in such a way that at the tips of the blade it was trying to go one way, and then at the base of the blades it was trying to spin the opposite way. So it was just doing this thing where it was just rocking back and forth, like rocking back and forth, and it would never start up. But once I reshaped them and made them all where they go the same way, I mean, this thing is having no problem. But I'm curious what makes this thing shut down. It's supposed to have braking on it and all that stuff, but I don't know how that's the case, because I don't see nothing slowing it down. I mean, not that it's going too crazy, but I don't understand how it could have a brake on it. There's no kind of brake system in there. It's just a slip ring and a cool little PMA. I'm definitely going to be making that base a lot sturdier. because it's just shaking a little bit, but it's just schedule 40 inch and 5/8. It flexes a little bit, and it's on a piece of angle iron. If you can see that down there. Here, let me see it so I can turn the light on. Nope. I don't know why I can't turn the light on, actually. There we go. Because the light is being used. No, it's not. Hold on. Ta-da! That's better. Oh, well, we actually stopped now. It stopped. But, a little light so I could tell if it was spinning from the ground. But if you look at the props right here, they were curved in such a way to where the tips here, well, the tips, the curve in it, if you look down it right now, you see how the curve's all going this way? Well, before, the tips were curved this way, and the base was curved that way. So it was completely backwards on one end compared to the other end. And so this thing would constantly just, it would do this number where it just rocks back and forth, and it couldn't figure out where it wanted to go. But yet it would turn to the direction of the wind, no problem, but it wouldn't start up. I broke my thing, so I heated it up with a torch and bonded it back together, so that way I didn't add any weight to it at all. But now, of course, it seems like it's a little out of balance. I'm probably gonna have to balance it. It's got a little shake to it. Oh, that's the wrong way. Ow. No, it ain't. Wait. Yeah, it is. It's supposed to go that way. But now this thing is working fantastic. I heated up each one with a heat gun and reshaped them to where they looked like they were supposed to. And I put it on, and this thing, watch. Here, we'll watch it start up right now. Looks like we're getting a little breeze. See if she'll start up. Now that I said something, watch it won't. Come on, wind. Little bit. Come on, rise. Of course not. It's freezing up here. Sure feels windy to me, but it's really not blowing at all. It's real turbulent. Oh, another thing, if you can see this, I literally have trees surrounding my entire house. Literally trees, way taller than my house, going all the way around. So theoretically, this is probably the worst possible place for a wind turbine. But I do live at the top. Oh, there she goes. I live at the top of a hill, so the very top of the hill. So when you go out my driveway, you go down a freaking 20-foot hill, and then when you get out to the road, in order to leave the neighborhood, you have to go down a 40-foot hill just to get, out of here. So, wow, look at it go. God, this thing's gonna take me off. Please don't come this way. Whew. Boy, that thing was moving then, wasn't it? Oh, God. I think I'm far enough away. I dropped a bolt in the flange there. Can you see that? I'm missing a bolt. Damn. It's just testing right now anyway. I gotta redo this whole thing. To make it beefy. Make it beefy. But, man, it's got a shake to it. Ooh, there went that bug. That bug didn't stand a chance, let me tell you. I could stand here and watch this thing all day. I don't know about you guys, but I could literally stand here and watch this on my roof, freezing my ass off, and watch it spin all day. I don't know why. I love it. Love it. Okay, but it's working. Let's go see what we got coming out. If I can get down here without falling off this roof. I have one of the steepest roofs on the freaking planet, I think. Ugh. That's my old turbine pole. It's one of them. That's a whole pole that stands up over there for another turbine, but I went the easy route and put it on the roof this time. I used to have them on the roof and they did alright. But I'll tell you one thing, it only works in, sorry if my nose is running, it only works in the winter time. And I'll tell you why. Because the trees surround my entire house. So it doesn't work when the trees are covered in leaves. Yes, it makes a difference. A major difference. Meaning I put the wind turbine, or I took them down because in the summertime, they literally stopped turning. They just stopped. They didn't even try. They just stopped turning. They wouldn't do nothing. So I had to turn it off. I mean, I took them down and, made some changes and whatnot because they wouldn't work. But now all the leaves are down. I don't know if you can see, but all the leaves are down in the trees now. That one tree has a few leaves in it. So the wind blows through the trees now. So it makes a dramatic difference on whether or not the turbine will work. Ow! And she's up there spinning away right now. So, yeah, she's spinning away. I don't know if you can see that little guy up there, but she's just spinning. But yeah, the leaves and the trees make all the difference in the world. Won't work. So, not the best place for a wind turbine, but I love them, so I'm going to give it a shot. Alright, give me a minute. Let me get set up with a multimeter, and we'll see what we're getting out of this thing.